Hello, people out there. I am back out on my hunt for monster moccasins. Today I am in Robert, Louisiana, hiking through a swamp that I've only been to a few times before.
If you can find a way around this tree here. Oh, snake skin. Let's see what we got here. Oh, broken in half. Let's take a look at the scales. That's probably a water snake. Yeah, that looks like a water snake to me. One surefire way to tell. Yep, that is a water snake. So, those of you who might not know, the scalation, the ventral scalation of our native snakes on a non-venomous snake, going past the anal scale, you get this double row of scales going on underneath the tail past the anal scale, past the anus. And on a non-venomous snake, it's a single row of scales. It stays the same going past the anus. So that's one way of knowing if you ever find a skin, if you got a non-venomous or a venomous snake. And plus I also know what the scalation of a cottonmouth and a water snake look like, and this is definitely a water snake. So probably a yellow belly water snake. Yellow belly, yeah, broad-braided water snake I would expect to be out here. So let's see if we can find the snake. There's a baby snake. It's a teeny tiny ribbon snake, not ringneck snake. Have a go at this. It is a teeny tiny snake. It's gotta be one of the smallest snakes I have ever seen. Have a go at this look. You don't often see these guys out, but that is a newborn Mississippi ringneck snake. And he is so tiny. These snakes are already small. They don't usually go over a foot in length. But this one is super tiny. You can see where they get their name ringneck snake. They got that ring around their neck. And these guys are a fossorial species, meaning that they're not going to be out and about like other snakes are. So I wonder what he's doing out. But then again, it's also a fact that young snakes aren't too bright. They're still trying to figure out how to snake, figure out how to be their own species. So it is common to find really small baby snakes in places that you wouldn't really expect them to be. But yeah, normally these guys are gonna be hiding on the logs and stuff like that. You're almost never gonna see these guys out. They feed on worms and stuff like that, worms and vertebrates. These are actually a mildly venomous species. They have a very mild venom. It's not harmful to humans, and even so, their mouths are so small they probably can't even get a bite on a human. But they do have a mild venom that not a lot of people know about. A fair amount of people know about ringneck snakes. Not many people know that they actually are slightly venomous. But they almost never bite. I've never seen a ringneck try to bite. They're a very placid species. But this is the first time I've ever found one in a swamp, though. Normally I find these guys flipping cover in upland woods. I'm gonna go put him. Let's just put him right. Oh, there's a little snake. There was a baby water snake. Went somewhere up in here. Water's pretty murky, but if I look hard enough, I might be able to see him. Just see, disturb it just a little bit. No, I think he. Oh, there he is. All right, so we have another baby snake. This is a broad-banded water snake, and I had a feeling we were gonna get these guys out here. Broad-banded water snakes are swamp water snakes. Louisiana has more different species of water snake than any other state, and they all occupy different little niches. Broad-banded water snakes tend to like swamps and bayous and stuff like that. They get their name because they got all those little bands going down their body. He is an absolute gorgeous little juvenile. It's probably this year's born or last year's born. I can feel he's got something in his stomach, probably a little mosquito fish or something like that. Gorgeous little baby water snake. This is a baby, but they will grow up to be about 3 feet long. The biggest one that I've seen was pushing 4. Biggest broad-banded water snake I've seen was pushing about 4 feet on the Abita River. They feed on fish and frogs basically. They have an anticoagulant in their saliva, which causes the blood to run more than it normally does. Causes their prey to bleed out and slow them down. It doesn't kill their prey, but it does slow them down enough for them to be able to consume them. They eat their prey alive. And what that means for a person, not necessarily on a baby snake like this, but if I had a bigger, an adult snake, if we were to be bitten by an adult snake, the bite would bleed a little bit more than a regular snake bite. But he's a gorgeous little baby water snake. There's another one. Did you see that? There was another. There's his head. There's his head right there. See if I can get him. That's another little broad-banded water snake. Oh, there he goes. Not sure if y'all saw him, but there was another little, he was a bit bigger than this one, maybe double the size. He went somewhere up in here. Maybe right here. Nope. Oh well. But we have got some snake activity, seems like. We're gonna go let this guy go. There he goes. We've got some snake activity. See if we can find some moccasins. See what they got over here. They got some fishies. Oh, little snake. Looks like a bandit. Ah. Figured I see a snake here. Now that one looks like a banded water snake, not a broad banded. Let's wash him off, take a look at him. Kinda, I want to say he's a broad banded. In some areas you get more banded than broad banded, and more broad banded and banded. I tend to find bandeds more closer to rivers, and the river is over there, but I think this is a broad banded. He's about the size of that one that we saw earlier. After I caught that little baby. He's a cute little guy. Not what we're looking for, but he's cute. There he goes. All right, we are at a spot that I have not been to in quite a long time. It is here in the Cypress Reserve on the Cypress Walk here in Ponchatoula. And there is some really good habitat out here. Some really nice habitat out here. But I have never managed to find a snake out here within a couple years of coming out here. I have never managed to find a snake out here. Not a racer, not a water snake, not a moccasin. So there's a reason I stopped coming out to this place. So we're gonna see if we can turn that around today. If we can finally find a snake out here today. Jesus, look at the size of this tree. Look at the size of this heifer up here. Jesus, that's huge. That is a huge cypress, man. Remember one time I found a copperhead up in a stump like this in the swamp. That is an absolute unit of a cypress. A feckin' unit. I don't think I've ever seen a cypress this big up close. That thing is massive. And it's got a sign on it. What's the sign say? This thing was alive in 1803. This thing's over 200 years old. Jeez, this thing's been around a long time. Oh, there's a little snake. There's a little snake. It's a little water snake. Oh. We finally got our first snake at the Cypress Reserve after 3 years of nothing. First Cypress Reserve snake. A broad-banded water snake, just like the two that we found over in Roberts. I'm on a roll with baby snakes today, but I don't want to find baby snakes. I want to find the big daddy, big mama. So yeah, once again, we've got ourselves a little baby broad-banded water snake. About the same size That's the first baby we caught earlier, about an hour ago. Isn't he a little beaut? And like I said, and as you can see, these guys are commonly found in swamps like this, and cypress swamps like this. We've got some pretty good looking ones here in Louisiana, but they got even better ones over in Texas. This one's got some pretty vibrant colors on them, but over in Texas, you get them over there with these bright red bands, those maroon red bands. They're absolutely stunning over there. But yeah, he's a little cutie. It's not a cottonmouth. But I'm happy that after 3 years of herping out here, finally got a snake out here. Man. All right, little buddy. Thanks for playing. I seem to be on a roll with baby snakes today. Oh, snake. A little broad-banded. It's a little broad-banded. Looking for a way out. I'm just on a roll with baby snakes today, man. Oh, and look at there. We got a moccasin. All right, I'm gonna keep this guy in my hand. We got a moccasin. Think I can just hook this guy. It's not a big one. He sees me though, he's rattling. Oh, look at that, he's eating a snake. Okay, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. He's eating a snake. Would you look at that? I'm gonna leave him alone then. Have a look at that. This perfectly showcases Ophiophagous behavior in cottonmouths. I've never actually seen one in the act of doing it though. That cottonmouth, look, he's got a water snake there. I got myself a little water snake here, and this is an even more pretty water snake than the one I caught before. This one has that more deeper red in him. What I might do, I might put my camera on my tripod. I want to get some footage of him eating, but I don't want to spook him too bad. I don't want to get too close to him. So I'm gonna put my camera on my tripod and see how close I can get y'all. See him eating that snake. Alright, this tripod extends out pretty far, so I might be able to put this close enough to the snake where I won't spook him too bad. I can kind of put myself on the other side of this cypress tree, cypress knee, and bring my camera around the other side, and it might not spook him. Oh, there's a bit of a gate. Might not spook him too bad. But look, he just got finished downing that snake while I was over there putting this camera on. Just got the last little bit of tail hanging out of his mouth like a spaghetti noodle. But yeah, after 3 years, finally finding some snakes out here. Got 2 broad-banded water snakes and a cottonmouth. That's not the giant that we're hunting. And I chose to leave this one alone because he was eating. And I'm still gonna leave him alone. He just ate. I'm not gonna muck with him. Just gonna look at him. Might take a picture of him, and we're gonna keep on moving.
Taking that on the water tomorrow. Taking for a sea trial.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, snakes!
I haven't
They got
caught
snakes!
it yet.
They got snakes.
I'm just making sure everything is right and tight on it, you know?
Yep.
And so far it looks beautiful, so it's pretty much mopping. I gotta go pick up the gas for it. It just came in yesterday. The gas.
There he is, right there.
Now I just gotta run to Robert to go pay for him. Yeah, damn. High-speed jet gasket. Deep is sucking air. So yeah, it runs fine. Beautiful. It's just when you go to take off, whenever it tries to pick up that high-speed fuel, it's not one to pick up the fuel. It's just sucking air.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
You get it going good enough, it'll clear up because of the fact that it's filling up so much of fuel. It's instead of sucking air, it's sucking the fuel.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right, so we had a pair of these snakes. One of them, I think, got away. These are adult broad-banded water snakes. The other one ran over here somewhere. I doubt I'll be able to see him. But there was a pair of these snakes. Yeah, he probably gone. But looking at this one looks like it's got to have some pretty nice markings. Let's see if I can find some water to wash it off in. Man, the mud. And there was two of them there. I think this was the smaller of the two. The bigger one got away. And she's not too bad with temperament. I think she only swung at me once. So, how many snakes have been found so far today? I found the two baby broad bandeds at swamp, and then the one by the river, and then the ringneck. So that's 4. I caught 2 baby broad bandeds here. That's 6, and then the cottonmouth 7, and then 2 of these. So that makes 9 snakes I have seen so far today, which is pretty good. Normally I don't see that many snakes in a day. Most of them are babies. Like this, the other one in the cottonmouth, the only adult snakes I've seen today. Yeah, this is not average, this is not typical water snake disposition. Normally these snakes are quite bitey, quite irritable. But she is quite chill with being handled. Realize that I'm not hurting her, I'm not trying to hurt her, I'm not really a threat to her. She just wants to get away. I keep telling people, snakes, they won't bite you if they haven't got a reason to bite you. They don't want to bite you. That's their last resort, is to bite. I'm gonna go and snap a picture of this pretty girl, and we're gonna get back to trekking.